Boom. DeMaurice Smith, NFLPA Executive Director, basically saying, or at least strongly hinting, that a collusion claim of some sort is coming because of this dynamic that Deshaun Watson gets a 5-year fully guaranteed contract, and you have comments on the record from guys like Steve Bisciotti. It changes everything. It complicates these deals. Other owners refuse to do it. And it all came up. I wasn't even planning to ask him about that, Chris. It all came up because I asked him how much his ears burn on a day like that when the owners are meeting, and he said, we call those the collusion meetings. Because, I mean, think about it. There are 32 different businesses. They get together, and there are certain things that the league office tells them, or at least strongly suggests that they do. So they agree to do things to exercise their own individual discretion in a way that they don't have to, but they all collectively choose to. That's what collusion is.
Yeah, I like, shocker. I mean, of course there's collusion going on in the NFL. It's been going on for a long time. It's just a matter of time before DeMaurice Smith is right, though, to where somebody exposes it a little, says the wrong thing, and I think we've had a few people dance that fine line there. But here's two things, without a doubt, that just we know there's collusion. The coaches' contracts. It's always been kept quiet because nobody wants to, oh, wait, I signed this guy to this much money and now the market's there. They always keep that. There's tons of coaches throughout the history of football who've been paid by the owners, other business because they didn't want to upset the owners because, hey, I'm paying this guy $10 million a year now when everybody's kind of making 5 or 6. So they give them money through one of their other companies. That's been going on. And I know we've discussed this before, but still the most shockingly unbelievable, kind of just got swept under the rug collusion ever is the uncapped salary year of 2011, was that? I mean, the 2010, the uncapped salary year. They sold it to the players. You'll be able to, we're going to have no limit. We're going to just spend money. The players can get whatever they want that year. Oh, except in that collusion meeting, they said, wait, everybody, let's not go above this number. And then what happened? Dan Snyder and Jerry Jones went above that number because they went, we'd like to win, and it's an uncapped year, so screw what all you other 30 said. And it was an uncapped year. And they penalized those two teams in an uncapped year for spending money in an uncapped year. And of course, took money away from Washington and Dallas in future years. So that to me is the biggest smoking gun ever in the NFL history right there.
That resulted in a collusion case that ultimately went nowhere. One of the problems is the NFLPA agreed to that as part of a quid pro quo when they set the salary cap. So it made it hard after the fact for the NFLPA to claim collusion when they agreed to the salary cap penalties that were imposed on Dallas and Washington. This time around, though, here it is. It's out in the open, and we know that there are teams that just refuse to take advantage of the opportunity to have fully guaranteed veteran contracts. There are 20, well, they've all actually now done the entire first round, 4-year guaranteed contracts. It went from the top 20 in 2011 to all 32 get fully guaranteed contracts for their first 4 years. But veteran deals very rarely are fully guaranteed, and if they are, they're short.
Yeah.
This is 5 years fully guaranteed. It's unprecedented. And Chris, if there is a collusion case to be made, when Sean Gilbert, the former NFL player who was running for the executive director position 6-7 years ago, put together his platform, one of his missions was to go after the NFL for collusion as it relates to the funding rule. I don't want to get into the details of it because it'll put everyone to sleep, including me, but the funding rule in and of itself, which is part of the pushback against fully guaranteed contracts, that's collusive. The existence of it is collusion. And the end result for a collusion case potentially is cancellation of the remainder of the CBA, which would be something. If they put together a collusion case that wipes out the balance of the CBA, as the NFLPA is in the process of hiring a new executive director, there's more money than ever before. The idea that the NFL would be forced to go back and renegotiate an entirely new CBA because the last one got blown up, that would be something. And I'm not saying it's going to end up there, but it was clear from my conversation yesterday, and you can see the full thing on the NFL on NBC YouTube page. My conversation with DeMaurice Smith made it clear to me. They're thinking about doing something over this issue of fully guaranteed contracts, and a collusion case is exactly what they would do. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.